boy near Koma, Obabaka, your plans in place, and you roll it. A common no. You will be paid every month. You bet your car every day truck husband. You will be paid. Messi, you will be paid every month. More than what you have been paid at husband. I guess if one subscribers are pay more.
Precisely.
From nobody will suppress anybody in this country.
Exactly so.
I was ya. Auntie General. Who raise her from raising and then near man does. Who raise it? And then I see.
Grassroots for you, food soldiers for you.
Almost a day. Grassroots for the camp. I don't say the NSC. Danny Yenti.
And from a credit, some credit, and from Cassan Chirop, and Cassan, and Cassan, penny Ubia, Sombra, me, the and this for. My from Ghana. My fighter made this from Ghana. Mrs. Samaboa or Biawa Dajo or Ghana. Call a jump, Kumasi jump to my life. Kobisa Sawusha Chekura. A general mayor, NDC, honorable Mubarakinti, NDC, Timima, Bata Bianca, me, I'm a Jinaway, and then I made a bomb Yanka Yokumi. Ya dindi sechi ya ko ya wa ha ya wo platform ya ko foto from obi na ndisi bi kwa no be kasa ya wo se kwa mai platform so e kwa mo for fight mai san ko fo mo e se ye hwehwe omo ne ye obibi mo omo kwa no kwa siafo amua nyambe shamuka ye credit ya se ma mo no nyambe shamuka kwa siafo rudifo nyakoponi gara fo free mu so. Hey, a mobile. I didn't General, when I did raise me, I know you. I was just saying, I critical. And this is for no more come. I would. General, my catch them. When who cried a moon to me? We say when you're more year against the law, and I may catch a man for no, make a man for no idea. And Okramun so moon to me. Now I find a mobile bedroom, maybe a mobile procurement, Mokron only be PP, and I kill a tabine. Where are you back with your friends? I mean, we are by Basintali, and I'm a son of Basintali by Basintali. Why are you near dear Basintali? It's a kill net tabine while reporting now, and you might buy you and so you might not dear, and I'm on call platform so now when you say. Okuja to the ABO, Kionet Abai, scammers. It's your friend a mobile procurement, mobile area. A general also do one with the Baba Mecca. Tian baby, we're 6 months, I cut 3 years, 4 months. About what? Now we are no. I find a bedroom baby or more perpetual mamma and see a name. To more, someone Subasaba. A house of them tear. For the record. Now you can't go for a day. Are you, where's your uncle? Bakui, former dental MP. Danny, but former dental MP, Jenny and Radi. Why? I do sorry. So, what kind of form for an unquan?
You know, it looks like some of us, yeah, like I always say.
Danny, are you coach at the end? So, Bob, when you free a children,
what do you change?
Danny, coach at the end of Bonti, you free children, a year Bonnie. What?
But and I mean, all jokes apart, you know, it looks like some of us, yeah, like I always say, me, I'm like the cock. Yeah. I've said it over and over. What do you mean, change? So I say, over bathroom, I'm intermediate. I can manage myself, no matter the circumstance. But binum to me stand the cry. What am I say? Binum, yeah, tough maybe, but we are all trying to manage expectation. The important thing is like, they will also spread and absorb. You also man say they don't pick.
Say we are genuinely or busy.
Oh no, at least who miss call Who miss call now in the park? So to be fair back when you are less busy. What you say? And sometimes getting to me kokotna baby crass or trying penny be. But transia last minute you have back at us. Went to me and as a meeting or you know it's not that pleasant, I must be honest. I mean, if some of us are even having to
going through that,
go through that experience, you can imagine how it feels downstream, you know. But hey, it's early days.
We soldier on.
We pray, people will have their grounds. But we also risk getting into that arena where the MPP found itself. And
discontent within the ranks.
Yes, and
Edwasare na eka sei ana wo se de ekoso no
we body onya fom nipa o
we nya fom nipa o asoro de o no mo da soro no kura no mo eda yaya eno yesi de oda yaya ohunu nyame na wo abutu e de blanket abutu so Edwasare kam se me ka kire o ti we ekose ya 1 year o mo add information beba kwa Afrifa Mensah o mo na de breme na MPP de ya na ye de ma media no o mo de beba procurement mu wi a won be likiaba it we ni enya nru ho we ye mu mistakes am ye na me ka kire Ghana for general na mani bi se ha de o musua de no mba besua de so ani yansa nkire o ma de sua me hunu se abranchi do sane yire kichi o tum futro gu nipa no ani se ana wo ye ni ade obi ankon amanyo Ghana mo fam kwase anko na mo na bi ankon na de General, wo mine yan tiase dani anka me boni video ni kakra bi be 30 seconds na fe manfo hunu se akwa no enam say easy when you do kwasia aboa when you be able to it's so easy to do because when you swadwene ana wo nsua ana wo nim de o mine free ba I was going to say, if where there be Australia, there'll be a Manacasianco, no be unconny or my Ghana, no be unconny or my Ghana. Munchero na membrani enchero, Miss Mubesuyadi. We will force you people to learn. We will tell you the history of our nation. Or mine Mohone Ghana no. I was ya, Beba, in Janawasa. When you see a castle Gold Coast no. And yet the Mohone Ghana in a Gold Coast. The catcher will be whom. When him here. And the memo whom. Baby Friba. A choir fast was a map no kura mukura sisiano. Munya sa map no. No be a better, no be a Manacasianca. No be so easy to do. Precisely. Danny Bonnie Bonienti. But
Tani and Quasiasam. Obian wa okun eye ahimfie ntokwa ode Ghana siwo kwase bia ni okun ahimfie ntokwa Ghana siwo ye ni Ghana fo de akun ntokwa na Ghana siwo ye ni abrofo na tena sign document ene Ghana kwase bia ni wa okun de busia ntokwa de Ghana nti wo kwase asem firi onko no ha
don't play much. General, and this is the when any petty, any power, because on Sia, and wonim, and it's so simplistic. Ghana, it is so easy to do. But as soon as he, Mammy educate you, Kakra, or mining a 15 yarn a bay at the iron. So that if Ghana map on 1 minute 2 honor, far at 2 or Ghana for Shadi, and I mentioned 1 year. Na menchiramu a free 1821. Letters patent of 1821. I this search as Makati Baye. Edibaba see the bond of 1844. A quanya far so the Supreme Court ordinance of 1850. Yababe do baby a drum school in you because you have to learn. Mr. Crow, remember Mranchen Mabawan, most yadi. And if I got him up on a tour, na Omon Shadi. I was ya. Yakase Gold Coast. So before Ghana Benya independence, near Frey Gold Coast. Why not see near Frey Gold Coast? I hear from another Gold Coast. And it's a Diano Meditation ye. Before say Benya independence. This is the Ghana no Yakeka boom. Kwame Nkrumah the force us Ghana way by yesi. Na Ghana Tisa. It is an quantity Yakase Gold Coast. And then over here, almost the liberation of country in Yano. Over here, no more Western and a Eastern for a Gentia. If some no Cassia, you can't Gold Coast. Gold Coast, you will free cry. I was your anchor. Echam word to Anumabo, Aqua Cape Coast, Equasi Western, and a Gold Coast, and Shonano. Etiano and a Gold Coast colony.
But no kwan before say Baba Gold Coast colony in 1844 no. Na Gold Coast colony. Obi adane man. Mean adane man. You can say anomabo dane man. Cape Coast dane man. And they do baby omo kokko sign a bond of 1844. Me do baba ho. Ansa ne ye chichira mana be ye Gold Coast aboa no. Ama buronia be di so. Edi mu Ashanti territory, Ashanti colony so ho. Eti de mu hunu no. Ekwa akwasi ahafo ne portable. Eti yenya freedom kura 1957. Baby am friend bono ahafo ne no. Ne ye friend Ashanti West. Onsuya de enti. Oso obi ankon, obi anyahwe. And your friend baby a Northern Territories, which is a Northern Protectorate. A one and a British for and the control more protective more. So general, your free baby nearby. And then your friend voter region. Then your voter region. Transvoter Togoland. A quiet fast why you can't Ghana and the Bomo who Ghana map, we had a major war. And Crofobin a coin, Edward Momo Jasio. So when you don't have a knowledge of the history of the people, what can I say? I can say, so simplistic because on Shuandia. So Menoka say, Ashantis at no point was under a British colony. It was not a British colony until a year 1901. And 1901 year. And I'm Ashanti war. Yet we are no be Buama or Mubedi in Yadia. Niamani Bebri. Now you can't Gold Coast. Agosia. Abrafune bias or mobile be dreadly. It was mobile when you were many governor in Bibia. It was in 1821 when we assassinated for no crap and Tokadodo. And no dear first, no, a war of conquest was it. It was more year, no assassinate for the Pentoquanti Kokura. And no more Kono. West African company, the company merchants. One would judge Chirema, a such as Makati. Such as Makati, you share 14 castles. Satam one infant to Fuenia, dear. One year such as Makati, what the Martini, Governor Makati, in one way. No would judge Chiremano. I was one would judge Chiremano. 1824, one was years and 1 year Santifond to Kwabisiani. The Battle of Nsamanko. Something in the Charles Katamata in Niti, our prayer river. As you will be uncle, you are my Ghana. Will be uncle, be a Manacasiango. So simplistic goes on Shia. Something in the Charles Makati, Brony Coco, Trinity. That is the canon a year sacrifices and for 4 years, the Jabe or my issue. Yababa, nearly, you wear something in it at my prempe in ye. Mutimika and Nelson Mandela co-prison for 28 years. Etiansum. Obi jenem kwanto ho echo exile santa ina jama prempeni in 1896 ya cheni free hase eseranda ya de ne ko exile Sierra Leone omani ba wo mo so na asante for du Sierra Leone se be for mi asante wo ho ana mo de ko Seychelles Island obi atena se ya won sua de it is yet me bo your friend say Nelson Mandela baso so ko prison for 28 years santa ina sa jama prempa ya che no e ma ne ko ye from 1896 embassy 1924 ansa ne jana manaba 28 solid years no de ne kra to ho ba for de e ma ye nya Ghana ne yekura no obi to kwase ya won sua de ne nanano mu anko anye wiansi woni nti he wants to erode and distort history ade ba no General, I don't know. Yes, Yahweh. Farmer Panebra no Moshadi. And she a drew baby no. 1957. One more year no, the Battle of Samanko, ye winning yadi. And now one more day Governor McLean, a buyer. And on Governor Chilson, money at the Munina buyer, and son of Governor McLean. Governor McLean buyer. General, Yama, even Gold Coast colony, Yenya Gold Coast colony. A free in Krankosi at the end of your Cambo Mukura and a major way. One more Yana McLean say, a young fancy for I am for Nane, you can say, a British or more agreement to be said, one bet your ground rent for one more castles, 14 castles. A woman tribute, McLean, one more Yana, was one tribute. Anna, a British infantry for him for no, a Johnny Call, England, so more quack she had the cannon Nakasakan is one show, Kennedy is one show. Why any ad when she no by them not some not be heated. It's your forming committee so more muniadi. Later, and a lead mom signed the bond of 1844. And my book kept cause danger and near. One signed the bond of 1844. A gentleman almost signed almost a Santa Fone Pentoqua. No money ever contoqua. It was a military pact between Yenemo. Sabaya Mobile Kumbiamaye. Ampa the bond of 1844 no womo afantefoɔ na dwene say womo ne we mo sign military pact no saa brofo no so afa ne say ne ba bedi mu so ana ene womo keka womo nyina bom wo efiri nkran wo ye ne ye nuanom nso bi from eastern achimfo yi womo nso ekɔhye ase directly ya me ka wade say afa na abɛyɛ say be fa ho fa hodie wo ye wodru santemam e wo no obi ama ne kwan say ne obesan bond bia ntokwa and the war of conquest and Crawford wo mokra ato ho obi tro se kwase bia anyi o ma bia nsi ho Mensah saba nya Mensah saba wo kokosua de e be tro nkrata ma ye ya anka ne nka to asase wo nkran ne kekusua e so kokko Elizabeth ho ana kokko Charles wo ma ne sign ma fa Crowns Act bill ene ye ho ahwan ba se ye be asase ne nyina koma King Charles. It took Mensah Saba to be able to save us from that. So simplistic. Nani power na we hero. We no musiano. If we name the history where we are coming from. Adiabano. Adiana yatiti nipa mone ye distorted history ye did grow for adiabano. I was ya. Adiabano. Yes, signed the bond of 1844. We omani asante beku no moje woka ho. Ye nuanom baby omo a voter region. Genti abehwe no omo ka se papa bi say wo mo tro omo ni ade. If you won't learn history, you will not even understand why they say so omo tro omo. At that time, na one year transvoter Togoland. Ana baby a year Togo CCR. A 1 year French Togoland. So in 1958 there was a plebiscite. Okay? There was a decision either say transvoter Togoland no ebekwa akoka Togo ho anase ebegya Kwame Nkrumah me call referendum and the referendum ne the transvoter Togoland ne beka Ghana.
The people
to wonim wa wonim onsua nso itiri koto atemdi nko a anya je no beka ho na ye German for the ana German for ne ayi British ne ko agreement je beka ho ana me anya map ya wo huni the map ya wo huni ya kase Gold Coast ejuba yam so before it's here beje na Gold Coast no Ghana ye Gold Coast Ghana be na ye Gold Coast wa e form happen na ye Gold Coast e form ha yellow one na ye Gold Coast ya kan nyina nka ho enti na be big six no big six for no omo ye omo free stroa na nka ya kan obi asabi wo call exile for 28 years now can big six ye yini free if at that time na nya Ghana ni 1935 na kwasi broni ebaba kun ye 1901 asante anwlo wo mudi nkunim ne ade no de asante fa hodi ama no na asante da ne mai so when you hear asante say na asante your maya and we've been able to sit there for people to distort history say ye fra mo mateme ho fo ade no mo nka wonti do mo tie wo mo ho and ye nyina ye se ye betena in peace and harmony na gbewa wachichire ye ne Dagon kingdom ansa no de ma ya kan wo enti na wo si achichire asante man achichire Ghana ninti na agbe wa 7 bread yasa onfa ne kwase asem nko wona nanu mo anko papa no mo anko nti wonim hwe Chief Babatu Zambira uko apa Easter wachichire ne kingdom we ya ansa no de ba inde wura jakwa mo chichire wo mo kingdom fighting for the freedoms of their people Ephraim Joseph Castle Hayford mo they fought for the freedoms of their people. Ni anya kwase bia wonsua hwe wo ba no abeye na obi anko okonya fa kwase akọ we ni mu history we ni mu we ni mu hero we ni mu hero the kind of energy and testimony ade kobi ejena akosua even santitimonu ayede ba ana nkranfo enten asante ni ade me ka kire osan nkranfo ayimfu bebre no mbapa no ya asantefo abegye di Bese manche ni okanja ne papa ya ayi ankama ofori ankama ofra kro kire aba bedi wona na kire ayi bese manche ni okanja na what is ye kase manche takitewia na ye akandi anankrandi tewia de ya eti asante ni nkran no ni ade ye nyina ade baako that's when this no mama we no antete nioma ni mu ni ade o mu win election ade aba ni ye ho sa no distorting history. Nobody wants to learn. Akoja. Onhua de. Na tem de nko na kwase na abo na fa hin na kosi hin eno kwa so simplistic. Ade ba no. Every tete asante ne nkran ade ba ko. Nkran fo ade ba ko. Me metia ni atwele ayi abonati. Me cousin no. Me direct cousin no. Atwele Okele Abunati, me direct cousin no. Yeah. Oko nungwa sisi ya. Bokete Frankwa. Na kunya wote so. Me na nas gabe hine kwamboachi. Ana de ma wo mu a wo mete so koko bisa. Bokete Frankwa. And the unity between Akans and a gas and everything.
Exactly.
Edru baby nyasa bin kran ahemfo a anka wo broni tam golden stone di dwane na mo ka de no anafi mo de entity to tv and this am fantasy to to man fo ntemu a on timi survive adebe no
Expose the
adebe no
coin.
adebe distortions no ah akusha adebe no when you are history teacher no when na kwase bia nko anye oman na kwase bia na mo nko ne adebe no Oman no nye fitia na be Ghana. Efri baby na eba. By 1935 na Asantefo freedom no ye de ama ye de dada. 1901 ntokwa esi ye ma akwasi buroni bedi ye so no. Anglo Asante wo ne awie 35 na mo de freedom ma ye. Ye na Kwame Nkrumah kosere ye. Sa Asante hene wadaroma. Ye na fa wo de be ka ho. Ne anuanom no fofo so fa nka ho. And ye call referendum ne ye voter rege be ka ho. That is how come you see the Ghana you see.
Exactly.
So mranche no maba mbesua de.
Sabebebe.
Onsia, na maba betu na TikTok ne hwe oba atu yese enu ayem de. Na modi akwa ye kina. Kwase bia anse na kwase bia anyese na kwase bia. Is this the kind of year mo bese musua? You don't even have a knowledge of the history you guys baby am free ba.
Ask them.
Odom be shepu mu so. Ejeno. Hadi yesua de o.
Sabebebe.
Wonye wadwene se obesua de a ema ha.
The bita.
Wo ha yesua de.
Sabebebe.
Anya abo ne kwase ya.
Siramanfo na.
Ayi kuma teku. Ne papa ne ofori anka mo fira korokere. Nkonko busa. Ayi kuma teku. Anu ye nkran hene. Ewo gbesi. Ne papa fira korokere Asante akorokere. Ade baako. Ni ama politics in when this for. Wo mo stock in trade pa no no. Wo stock in trade. Wo mo antitia kanfo mo ntimi win election da. Divide and rule tactics. Na kanfo no so ya dwene mu ohanti ya ma ho kwan ma ye cheye mu woni Asantefo nko fantefo mo tamfo ni Asantefo da be na fanteni Asante omo be ya tamfo
Sibio.
nti jeno
Oyene.
mama obi antum futuru mu yadi bia ni ho me meti asi bia ni ho
Esida. Opiaf.
yan sorry fro na fe yan fo mo constitutional law ni yan konko kire o mo the constitution no de ka okuja to ablakwa anu wo yese wo de nioma ni we ni de ban de ba ba nyasa bo me ayi ba ko wo ayi fra branches ayi ojayi hweme ba ko ni hweme ni enko ni enkyere manfo no ade. Nobody will distort history.
Never.
When I'm alive, you can never distort history.
Precisely.
May I say. So we are back to the classroom and we are going to learn.
Precisely.
Na hunu se mranche ma ba mo pe kwase ane aboa ni kwase afo hene kwase no you so easy wadwene mo ha anybody can say that and it will be so simple. Learn suya de. Now let's come back to the classroom. Jera okuja to ablakwa no o yese passport no wo mate so every here ne de ben and you bisa se wo tre so ampa na onu na be kan ye dani fa okuja to post no a wo de to wo se o mate passport no so from 500 o se de ya tete so se hu na okuja to ablakwa ane ko kan wi wo boa makacham sa ban ne kill net aban. They believe in propaganda agenda more than even the works. Scammers aban na dodo na ehunu afi mummy enhwe okuja to so starting from April 28 it will take effect. Now yankonko hwe owura Patrick Yabuama say Patrick Yabuama ebusa okuja to say wada ma April 28 na twam de daada o na ese wo yende okuja to so yanhwe ne ade bo owura Patrick Aboama voice na manfo ne nhwe ai owura Patrick Aboama
busumi mienu achi ni foreign minister buy no obeka share Ghana for say passport price ya wateso na question a mebusa no che say passport prices yenyante so or say or chairman the fees and charges law number in August and sana who their finance minister betima ya fa ho enti sadua na onkrofo chim say passport price ya so up from 500 to 378 Ghana cedis enya no kre enti mo me entwen ne ehwe sampa say finance minister ebi or the media review neba na so have the financials no can say Empire can say betima to so na yentima so to say they are doom so levy almost actually assign ya aja omamu na yin na yeti nti yenhwe omuna ye de oman na show munsa na emom ne ombeka bia no so ye tro to ho na ebusa ho question anu ye bia ba so so a ye ne ubedi nkomo na ye de nokra na to ne da nti bidamu na amase amesha be busumi
Dani aya eti Genoa Dani aya Genoa agosua at this point no we must say twatro o se better so about 300 enya no kure enti so bia ni bebia in fact ohwem kura na afedi asa kodu 850 ni ade akosoro mirror man mirror of justice wa kanso wonyai na no no ye ni ade no be ka kire ye se womadi wom friend say Ghana embassy in Washington ya close no edientia no ya so ya frab obi ayi kwaten be kwaten na kwaten na wi Ghana for to the tune of several millions of dollars ama honorable His Excellency Haji Alima abebe ka cho say Fred Kwatin say wonye even worker Chenio Fred Kwatin nya even worker e wo Ghana embassy ho so kuja to ase twatro na momo de omo ne Fred Kwatin ne wone say Chenio de omo ne wone say omo ne wo courier service arrangement eti Fred Kwatin no onya dwuma eye Ghana embassy ho na nka mpese wanya access mpo akwa ko wia Ghana sika eti okuja to ba betwa atro na adwuma omo ye ne se eye o passport wia Fred Kwatin ne che passport no wa America ho man krofo enya omo de so ni courier service awo abra wo okuja to ba yi se courier service adwuma na wo hwehwe na opese wo yi na didia instead so be go ahead no abrogate the contract for which he knows the repercussions of it eti yes wo pekwa bi so twatro ato was se Fred Kwatin ye no ma wi agye no close embassy no kura da etro Fred Kwatin nya adwuma ho na mo ye courier service afi okuja to baaye ono so assign agreement with the courier service for se Ghana ha yekura no ene me no kasa America for courier service no okuja to di aba no wo mutimi de obi passport koma obi that is how was a lady now wo yes ne passport wa ye de bre no se wo kasa ye ne obi aka che so ye do passport abre me na me hwe ni pakrokra me hu Ama Ghana ha Kumasi ya courier service okuja to ne assign agreements wo be ye and for video of Nkrofo stranded our passport office Kumasi because our passport for several weeks almost sankai for more than 6 weeks almost sankai and these are scammers in government wemo
precisely so
Danny bo video na manfo aye stranded wo Kumasi passport office wo if it's our passport almost sankai Kuja to abla kwa Yenti
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, why are you recording us?
I'm not recording.
Yes,
what shows that I'm recording?
Then let me see if you are recording.
It's myself.
You are recording. Why are you telling me
I'm
that
not recording you.
Yes,
Why do you think I'm recording?
I've seen you recording.
Why do you think I'm recording?
Because I've seen it.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Then let me see.
This is my phone.
Why would you
can't force me to do anything.
Then you shouldn't tell me that you are not recording.
I'm not recording you.
Then let's confirm it.
I can't do that.
Then it's true that you
my
are
personal
recording.
phone.
You can only have
Yes. Send any easy cry. Easy. For funny bread, don't want to go. I saw from poor service pa. Obi and go for a cry ready. A be more to find and watching a yard. I said the passport number the event. I'm a misunderstanding from Saturday last week. Ebesin there. I'm a high beja. Easy cry. Yes.
I'm not recording.
I'm not doing anything.
Let's confirm. Why are you recording us?
I'm not recording.
Yes,
what shows that I'm recording?
Then let me see if you are recording.
It's my cell.
You are recording. Why are you telling me you are
recording?
Just
Why do you?
Daddy Brabak. I was ya. It's man for no na stranded, you know. Okuja to adwuma wo yo. Kontompa ban ba ko ne se okuja to be ka kire Danny fa sa picture na okuja to ekura passport de kire man for say what the chip embedded passport aba. What the new chip passport aba chip shemu ni ade. Danny fa kire man for no. Fa kire man for no ne hwa de. Ni ehwe so okuja to na mpanyampa what the buy ya na so buy na ho de da. General, Okuja to be catches so Ghana's chip embedded passport rollout begins. Or the Ghana chip embedded passport. Ewa bra mene okasei. Kufuado na de chip embedded passport by Danny for Kufuado picture. Etu wa bra war launching. Okuja to sa ba be launchi biu. Ade Kufuado launching the dada. Ya the dada. Ya release the dada. Okuja to sa ba is one of the day ba. Enye Kufuado chip embedded passport o je ne de kura. Okuja to buy was one the neighbor. Wow. Just certain sabai. Scam sabai. Akufa in a lunch chip embedded passport you did ada. Under a year Shelly Ayokobuchi. And then Okuja to swan a year. Wow. Akufa the lunch's new chip embedded passport. Where a Ghana web report. A dear Banano. A dear net tron one day, a propaganda, ne jandam, no, a month for no chain, some obey Yejuma. I was ya. Omonuso. The Cocanis is here on Medimatum. I draw. Near Yajma Haman Crawford, Yajma Haman Crawford, Yajma Haman Crawford. The one Yajuma Man Crawford. I can't go so Sakibi. A dear Banano. Call him. Expose them. And we will expose them. You have to. Monsieur, by expose them. Someone for the Domon Chinyama Bibrasi. And I mean, someone Chiasi. Margaret is more. Exactly. And you will know Yamagin said, you're more cannibity. Meaning, the reality will dawn on you. Precisely. When reality sets in, propaganda will move away. Let them know. You told the truth. Propaganda. Tumfu troguma for nani na Fred Kwati wieska na besi na Fred Kwati no ntimi fa ne nkokọ to bia no bi wieska fa ne nkokọ to mumu sa ne se court be no de Fred Kwati no akọ Oja ya mamamfo no live in the dark. We will let the people know what is happening. The people will understand what is going on. Exactly. Yes. Medical just said the day the people will understand what is going on around them, Ghana will know no peace. Never. Because people no agree anymore. One thing you man be brase. Exactly. Tin ya try bo asisi e be chirim. What is the position of the law? Yan so dem free war. Na yan call sacking of people. Evans Mensah, Joy News. What's it? Enye na juma. Yanko hwese na juma na enye na juma. Evans Mensah. Yes, sack more than 30,000 people from a juma. And now no go to Ameda Sore. And no yes a Bank of Ghana. Was sacking nipa 150. And then if a year a name of Monko Ghana records.com na Monko ready. The year can the muti nyina no. One yamam authentic news. Ghana records.com. Authentic news. Said your tears and your reporting no. Maya nene microphone no mo ye adwuma pa. Entertainment stories ni ade nyina. Now we make a Ghana records yi. Page bi wo TikTok. Your friend Naked Truth. Na Naked Truth na mso ni mekura chem ya me. You know, I go for a break. Is a man I'm creating. Now, what baby in the kunu? No more pecatichiasm, penasm. No minim. And the idea no more yan or Musicadaji, Medua Chiacho, no damn woman. It's Naked Truth, no. e nana ya ne kunu na wo em say Germany me ana omo kreti na mo konkodi akiri why mo kodi akiri say ngrofo ni chini page ni nti omo ye no omo report no mo kodi akiri ne ka truth no nana ya o ma so nkwa didi o na odo mo wo ma me dodo no wo ma me ni ntino no oni okachire ne kunu say be a TikTok mame na me pese me promote katechi na ne kunu say dia asem o say maka bi mame oba besia o it is who said the man for ne pekatechi asem oba besia no onya adaje me ma me video ye okohwehwe de ba ni ade kwa fa so kohwehwe ba agura me nim till later o promote na ya me da say naked truth me dem ase for the records mo ya ade na ne mo ya na mo threaten ne ade ngosi hwe enwura why engosi hwe enwura intimon Ghana records.com for the records page no so wo ho o fa TikTok ni ade ni nyina wo ho na general you say Bank of Ghana ana wo mo asaki nipa 150 now I don't know why or minor yes so nkwase asem so and excuse my French yes so nkwase asem bi so say you to abama aban ne ba otimi saki obi a ope the reason is saying you fa wo mo 2020 then if I let no Bank of Ghana they asaki nipa 150 no fa to na afi yen hwa de na ye musa say John Mahama was so oba ye wo ye resetting you know ye musa in 2016 o lose election then wo ye fellows of Okatakyie and Kasamafo on Kano Kurenti 2016 we are going to remind the people what John Mahama did o lose election and then wo ye John Mahama say Kufuado saken krofo and then wo ye musa o can say what did he say yesterday na ka me hu ye enipa den ka wo be 24-hour economy now say one job
in all of Ghana's 68-year history as an independent republic. There has never been a hearing for the removal of the Chief Justice. One would therefore have hoped that if such a process becomes necessary, it would provide good guidance and precedent for nation building. Unfortunately, every step of the removal process being undertaken against me is being done in a manner that breaks every rule on how justice is delivered in our country. And this is why I find the need to draw the nation's attention to the serious violations of the Constitution and law in the process, and the danger it holds for the development of the nation's democracy. The second reason for making this statement is though I'm in the process alone, its effects ripple far beyond me as a person. This process will affect how all superior court justices and future chief justices may be removed from office. It also affects commissioners and heads of independent constitutional bodies set up to protect the freedom and justice of Ghanaian citizens as guaranteed under the 1992 Constitution. In building Ghana's democracy in the Fourth Republic, the framers of the Constitution identified public officials who must directly serve the citizens of Ghana without being afraid of unjustified punishment or reprisals from influential people or members of the executive or legislature. The framers of the Constitution identify that it is only when these public officials can work without fear, control, or at the pleasure of influential people, that freedom and justice will reign in Ghana. The law did not provide for the termination of their appointments by any authority. The Constitution set up grounds and each grounds must reach the standard of inability to perform the functions of their office. The officials include, apart from superior court justices, commissioners of tribes, commissioners of NCC, commissioners of the Auditor General, and the chairman and the vice chairman and members of the Public Service Commission. The third reason for this statement is that in order to address the troubling violations of the Constitution and illegality of the proceedings that have become obvious to me, I started, or that became obvious to me from the beginning of the process. I started an action in the Supreme Court. I applied for the proceedings of the committee set up by His Excellency the President to be held in public, so that in the interest of transparency and for the truth in the matters being raised to be made known to the people of Ghana. I did so because I knew that the secrecy of the proceedings for removing justices was not created in the Constitution as a cover-up for any agenda. The Constitution expects that only reasons for removing the Chief Justice and public officials as set out in Article 146 will be the reason for doing so. And especially, such reasons must affect public sensitive national interest or public order or safety. I realize that in my case, should the public be made aware of the allegations in the petition, they would realize that none of the allegations border even remotely matters of national interest or matters
24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. Labor Act Section 63. 63 2D. Now you read what the Labor Act of 2003, Section 63 2D says.
Educate us.
Huh? He is infringing on the law, and nobody is taking him on. Can you read Section 63 2D? Now, if you heard the Jomama, Article 12, Article 17 of the Constitution, for which Jomama is not supreme than. Discrimination on grounds of political opinions.
Precisely.
Then you follow me. I don't know. Ni accepting kwasi asem. You ready a year Section 63. Then when you make Section 63 of Labour's Act. Remember, a year Article 36. Directive Principles of State Policy. Ni ashe. And then a constitution neka. Obet me asori asakin krophobia reke. Because omo MPP for perceived to be MPP and are perceived to be NDC. Is that the position of the law? We must read it. I don't know. Now that you enlarge, now you read this Section 63 2D of the Labor Act. Now, was it unfair termination of appointment? That is employment. Your nation of laws. Now, read this Section 63 2D. Was it a worker's employment is terminated unfairly if the only reason for the termination is D, the worker's gender, race, color, ethnicity, origin, religion, creed, social, political, or economic status. See your fan crofo ejuma. Near former after December 7th, and it is perceived this is MPP for. So on their political status, when you do that, Section 63 of a year, you can say Labor Act of 2003, or say it is unfairly termination. It is an unfair termination. How should you? The position of the law, your mama ebuso, and nobody is taking him on.
Tell him.
Yes, so MPP for.
Oh, fire.
Section 63 2D say a worker's employment is terminated unfairly if the only reason for the termination is D, the worker's gender. So your bana be mention free race or you bruni or you tuntu or you bibini yen free. And answer the color where they are free yen free. ana ethnicity we asante we wala we yenyini free anase origin baby ofri anase religion so ye kramuni we yes ayi yenyini free creed social status anane political status nti uyina dia you have unfairly terminated the Bank of Ghana for yes omo MPP for ti yeyi omadi in breach of this law tienye now I go to Article 12.2 of the 1992 Constitution, for which John Mahama is not supreme that
Educates the president.
They catch a man for said, John Mahama, you will boom that. Also, you're too early. Now, man, the common shall say boom, that's to say, Danny, Fameko Article 12.2 answer. Asan Adaba 17.2. Near how John Mahama is violating the Constitution and the rights of the people, the fundamental human rights of the people, and these are rights that nobody can violate. But see, every person in Ghana, whatever race, place of origin, political opinion, you can read Article 12 to near to him. It will be MPP in Titiabe. Again, a constitution, Article 12.2 today.
Expose him.
We read here, say every person in Ghana, whatever the race, the place or origin, or political opinion, color, religion, creed, or gender, shall be entitled to the fundamental rights, human rights, and freedoms of the individual contained in this chapter, but subject to the respect of rights and freedoms of others for the public interest.
Exactly.
How's to MPP new? We NDC new. Your fundamental human rights so is guaranteed under the Constitution. For which your mom and Timmy say we are doing mass sacking, and as a nation we sit down and watch him.
Standard.
Then if I make Article 17.2, you go ahead your mama. Article 17.2 of the 1992 Constitution.
The people.
So your mama is violating the rights of the people.
Precisely.
Or say a person shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, social or economic status. And here we'll read what discrimination means.
Read it to them.
Per the law. Article 17.3. Then if you're calling discrimination, what it means? I say, for the purpose of this article, discriminate means to give different treatment to different persons, attributable only to, or mainly, attributable only to, than if I make 17.3, 17.3. Or say, for the purpose of this article, discriminate means to give different treatment to different persons, attributable only or mainly to their respective discrimination by race, place, origin, political opinions. You are violating the rights of the people under the Constitution. You are violating it. It will be a political opinion. So you are discriminating against the people under the Constitution. Danny? And we've accepted this foolishness.
Precisely.
Article 12, Article 17 free under Article 36, okay, which is under Chapter 6, Directive Principles of State Policy. And no one more year near the almost way justiciable, and yet justiciable Nina say, what the court it me enforce it. And a case is baby, some number 1, some number 2, and IGP, MPP versus Attorney General, the SIBA case in here, Ghana Lottos operators versus National Lotto. You decide here. Chapter 6 in justiciable. That means what you mean the court. I one more year. The other side now you're ready Article 36 under Chapter 6.
Ready to them.
Or say the state shall take all necessary action to ensure that the national economy is managed in such a manner as to maximize the rate of economic development and secure the maximum welfare, freedom, and happiness of every person in Ghana. You shall secure the maximum welfare, economic welfare, freedom, happiness. It will come when people need this one. Are you not violating this?
I'm violating it.
Every person in Ghana, and to provide adequate means of livelihood and suitable employment. So what our constitution is you shall provide suitable employment.
Precisely.
And the public assistance to needy.
Exactly.
Constitution say and so now your mama so and I'm winning almost Article 31. 36.13. And then you go 36.13. So I don't know. Adaba ne ye nyama basa basa sa no.
Expose the process.
Aban also obey resetting. Resetting me.
Enuni.
Or say the state shall take necessary action to ensure that the national economy, one can say NDC economy, one can say CPP economy, the national economy is managed in such a manner as to maximize the rate of economic development and to secure the maximum welfare, freedom, and happiness of every person in Ghana, and to provide adequate means of livelihood and suitable employment. And who won't provide suitable employment? Also, a young people need to in violation and in breach of Article 36(1). Ghana for accepted foolishness with see a two above we are. We have a second and crop. We say people for so train. And that to me best is almost your best. Mama Kenya. Is that the kind of nation we want to build? To research in the new. Some George's second crop for the former boss Julius Zebra second crop for yes, second crop for yes, I kill Mokran so more or Mutima Yen to Mokakran. Near Sa Bro, the police for Bro.
SWAT for.
And I need to video no the police for bro.
Why?
I feel your mama.
Call.
And yeah, Danny, what is a video in Bachelor? Yatiana, your mama, yeah, Omadi, 24 hour debate. I was no, so the 24-hour economy. And you know, yes, Sano Mokai. It can be 24-hour economy. Obaka, me Angela for me, put some more question. Say, a cast economy. It encompasses so much. The banking sector, the agri sector, the transport sector, the security, the railway sector. It took us a 24-hour economy. Which aspect of the economy now is the 24? Ask them. Did matter. Because man for not more has so they won't even listen. Now let's listen to your mama. So-called 24-hour economy. About 6 months also. After they was from MC July, you were saying it will roll out. And the teacher for the teacher for the police for Bromo, Epamono. Yohani Abai. And who you got, you know, who you could be our bassa will be critiqued. I'm a man for Yapamomo. Debut. I was Yapamomo. Debut. Ubia Yedi. This is the kind of economy engineer. Ubia Yedi. What can you be with? Pay as you go for Nigeria from back pockets. Pay as you go for the journalist one. Or Nigeria from back pocket. Now, young Conquer had John Domani Mama saw by 24-hour economy. General, 24-hour economy, which they will say. So mobile, a new man of the honor, or mobile breakino into 8-hour shift. It can sorry no part no see. Now, Quababo Bay to Nanquapon. No be a best to us. No co. After young Correa your mama, the Chiremu of 24-hour economy. Or buy ye. The after the old Chiremu pass send your 24-hour economy. And any young more video no watch say after the 24-hour economy name. Na yeji.
The 24-hour initiative. And I'm pleased to announce that on July 1st, the 24-hour initiative policy will be ready to go into operation. This policy will provide the framework for continuous production, processing, and logistics in horticulture. It allows perishable goods like pineapples, mangoes, chilies, and herbs to move swiftly from the field to ports to international shelves, minimizing losses and maximizing value. And I'm pleased to inform you that the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness and Industry and the Ministry of Transport are working together with the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, the Ghana Shippers Council, and other stakeholders to soon declare the Tema and Takoradi ports as 24-hour ports. And I'm pleased to announce that on July 1st, the 24-hour initiative policy will be ready to go into operation. This policy will provide the framework for continuous production, processing, and logistics in horticulture. It allows perishable goods like pineapples, mangoes, chilies, and herbs
to move swiftly from the field to ports to international shelves, minimizing losses and maximizing value. And I'm pleased to inform you that the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness and Industry and the Ministry of Transport are working together with the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, the Ghana Shippers Council, and other stakeholders to soon declare the Tema and Takoradi ports as 24-hour ports.
Danny, General, we decline there. Because was production and what Baba in 24 hours. To mobile electricity. I'm on production. He said was one more day cars, one go fund Trosuno. Then Trosuno ye me, not the same a year Sikani as son 1 year ago. And yet the same Sikani as son 1. So the production no bunch in a board ye. Ye a year crabwa kutano. The same production 1 year. It is opening up more products in the produce with Yababa Sinako a year, a Bruchila Kotonwa. And so called 24 hours. So what then will happen is the bedroom being Crawford report war. Now so agreement home by if so by and toast no I done. On far a tractors in the Adiama or Mumiemu, a man can say production by more. And so one got an port on train. So what an port a train toast bay. If it already exists in a second year so, and yet it will be economy anymore. Our Greek sector. Now Greek sector no. One more tractors in the idea. I'm a BM and go for produce more and money produce more. And no now see a quaquatina port watching. Near train your man dear content. Oba ye money dear produce and 1 year produce. And so some Crofonco be 24-hour portal. Look at that. Because was saying Crawford a year a gas cylinders in the idea. And what baby be more electricity tariffs above form. And yes, I know kind. And that was support and I know you could be 24-hour. I was ya. When you kill net, I buy no. What buy and cocoa pot in a year. One far policy be a Maya and getting no cash on Beman of voices one far my you. As was he be a port in 24 hours. And yes, I your money ever crab more to come and crash the economy.
Precisely.
When in the 24-hour economy, that kind. Dadana. Propaganda.
Exactly.
24-hour economy. Transport, no, I didn't wire for 24 hours. If it's a Nippon where Babas na kwaya jumano, the same persons in one traffic in a woman. What's in the Panamera Juma for 8 hours? Obedi traffic more than 2-3 hours. Obedru our bread. And I'm so beside the traffic mubiuntino. Or Sorentem every Juma and San Wako. So technically, Nipanamera Juma for even less than 4 hours. So productivity
very low.
Now 12 hours and a crown a month for near money at the year by. Oba your transport system. Railways in Unyebi. To be sorry a free agreement. I will bear Juma one kind of. So 24 hours. Or buy a police for no cry and fabbing can. As was a bank by your manager. Are you fake? Hey, you know, 24-hour economy. You're rolling it out. President go for buy free maternal health care. No, really, release here. I go for the buy in the first budget. The major flagship program. A free SHS. No, really. 24-hour idea support in the penny you could be ano. Now production electricity in your testimony. What electricity they say you increase. And so your mama the cars or more your production or be more electricity meters for on by your jumanajo. Oh, I was here. Beboa. And your mama the guy. Menam guy. You know, Menam guy.
Club for one can one.
Club they say fine or more you do some my. Beboa. You spirit no. Zoo no so am cash on the bano.
You hand any energy.
You hand any energy. Why did you say the autopilot to move? What you whispers from the corridors of power? Yes, when you're bed, you man will go minor to autopilot. No question any. And I'm in Canada, no crepa. You know, or might be a Timu. Coco Sechimai. Or see, I've asked them to open the port, the 2 port. So it will be a port in the 24-hour and a year, dear baby. Because Ghana, we are more import-driven economy than export.
Precisely.
It is only import. All you are saying is that people should bring in more stuff from
Exactly.
rather than say we'll build the economy to be able to export things. It's not well thought through. And when you go by policy, there are several stages in implementation of policy. What's the agenda? Now we collect views on how it can be done. Your mama and children will buy a 24-hour economy. And the engagement on the AGI, and the engagement on the traders in and the engagement on the various sectors of the economy in Not thinking. And on the 24-hour economy, no man for no sujidi. I get this shot.
You had an Indian monkey kitty.
Dada no. Eti ya de baba kan okrechi.
No any.
Yeah.
The about towns won't here.
E dey na ba.
Yeah, true free.
True de ba.
Yes, true by me.
Wish. Ana aye dey.
Omo abedwa Ghana twitwa mfoni.
Omo twitwa mfoni. E dey aye dey.
Black Star Square honum.
Black Star Square. No mo black baby a je fa hudi kwa me kuma gina aye. E light torch no. Na ntrumufo na aye dey.
Omo abegina ho twa photo shoot.
Omo twitwa photo shoot. E wo ho.
Na we na manfo ni bisa se na Jata Brewer no. Owo he Jata Brewer no.
Baby Jata. Sam George. Onye Jata wo nye Jata biyehu. Oye Sam Okra George.
Okra no.
Ntumu ni ade. Meme nkabi. Me. On peut croire Flagstaff aso. Jubilee aso. On peut croire mfa ho nya brodel. Mo fa ho. Na nya jo mama na ndi Andrew Solomon koda ampaso.
Yohanena.
Shaban.
Jo mama na ndi Andrew Solomon so koda ampaso. Enti we no ye news ni dia. Sam George. Oni reka akufo na nke yitwa ne asofo ne so mo yedi. Na me na me koka bi. Imam fo yedi. Ana wo mo abegina ye Independence Square. No mo ye photo shoot. Efefi o ma no. Wow.
Omo wi abehye nkoma kese.
Mo wane ko. Mo fa bio. Parliament ni mo no. Mo kwan no mbeda ho. Why? Mo fa ketembra. Me ni reka. Na wo sia. My policy, my principle on this matter, and they say, agenda setting no more
precisely
continuously.
Expose
they
them.
try to put these things in the public domain for a conversation. First, I go you can't be into na untimi mosokra in society. Also, abaye normal. Exactly. Boss in the society, you can't want some normal. Do you know what they are doing? I keep telling people, say, Mono ya nyoma buga buga. Sam George, what the kaka, or winning, not winning in tia. You free so, I'm on my Danny. You see? Now, the more we have these kind of conversations in our public space, okay, in our media circles, the more it gets normalized on the psyche of the people.
Exactly.
And over show movies, baby, no. Osha 1, 2, 3, scene, biano. And so some judges what them record. So what then will happen is that give it another 10, 15 years. The kind of people who and the engineer yabo is because ye tiny and party. Now gradually the society will get to a point where this uncle yama are normalizing.
Exactly.
In the 1950s, now Britain, you choose you to ubeko jail. Entry. Why? When most like come once, some judge don't know or the winning election. Only baby jata. Wait, mammy, you read the comment. Madam Enkabi, Monfan to Mwasam Namko. Sure, we know, and yeah, or say the only achievement of Jatabu Jata, or say the Judamu Jata is marrying for his Obolo brother.
so na chiro si ya.
Oh, Raphael ki kan se bunu sa.
Raphael wonum kasanye.
Wonum kasanye. Nani? Ede na si. Birthday be ya. Etwemo so for asem ko. Why power? Media for birthday sem no kono. Okay, some ejina moa. Okay.
Any birthday be mu asi.
Ade na biom.
Yes, Jacob Amponsa. Former first lady, the bodyguard.
Former first lady, the bodyguard. Jacob Amponsa.
Nano no
din birthday.
Yebe wishing na
Jatabua ye ni si.
Ya wishing no ene.
Most the Trumu government.
Ye de enkebio.
I mean you enkebio. First lady bodyguard ni.
Jacob Amponsa.
You was out say. You do want to show for birthday picture ma. Power. For us go we me sure say power na dey I carry gonna do by. Fantastic guys who Jacob what say. You be a man for no any. Continuously the more you have this trumu conversation, give it another 10 years. And go for good parliament be pass it. Exactly. Because at that time, when you mention trumu, it does nothing to their brain. A psychological impact. Exactly. When you are reorienting people, you have these kind of conversations in the public domain, and they themselves will decide why. Until see a banning movies via Netflix and until see a baby is answering who free media space.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I was a JJ back. The lady at the back of the chair will sleep with you. Yeah,
wow.
As small letters.
Small letters. But we didn't tear more than just say, right there. We are sorry, Baba Somo, but they say, we know. The Omoya na ninti almost say as many times that they want to distract us, they were finding means to also do it.
Precisely.
Indeed, we came, we saw, we did Okatakyie Afrifa Mensah.
Exactly.
Danny,
Bye-bye.
thank you. We shall meet.